Hello learners, welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about DNS configuration using Cisco Packet Tracer. I'll be using server PC to configure DNS services. Please note, in real world, there's supposed to be either Windows or Linux server operating system running with the DNS services and configured properly. But we are simulating this one using Cisco Packet Tracer. So I'm going to quickly connect the devices in the network. I'll be using server PC. That would be our DNS server. I'm quickly giving a name. I'll be using a couple of desktop PCs, PC0, PC1, and I'll be using a laptop for this demonstration purpose. Now to create the network, I'm going to use a switch, which would be 29260. I'm going to also use a router, which is 2621XM, and let's quickly configure the connection. So these all devices would be connected through the copper straight through cable. Straight through cable is basically used to connect two dissimilar devices together in the network. And you can see these all devices having dissimilar functionality. That is why we have connected through the straight through cable. Since our network is ready, let's jump back and start configuring. As we know, DNS stands for Domain Name System, responsible for translating human names to the corresponding IP. So the idea is to test, I'll be assigning an IP here, and I will be assigning IP to laptop 0 as well. And we will try to ping these computers using their name. Instead of typing their IP address, we are going to type their name in the ping command, and we will see whether the name is getting translated or not. So let's quickly jump and configure the router for the gateway purpose. So this router having the series 2621XM. This is a new router, so no configuration is present there. We will type no at the initial configuration dialog box. Press couple of enters. We'll go to the privilege mode, typing enable command. Will take you to the privilege mode. Let's jump to the global configuration. You have to type configure terminal on the privilege mode. We are now in the global configuration mode. Let's change the router name as R1. So host namespace R1 would be the name for this device. Then you can press a couple of enters as long as you want. There is no problem at all. So I'll jump to interface. First Ethernet 0 by 0. I will type IP address 192.168.10.1 255.255.255.0 is the subnet mask, and no shutdown to turn on the ports. So you can see the port is in the turn on stage. Now I want that this server should have a static IP. So let's quickly configure that one as well. I'll go to desktop. I'll go to the IP configuration, and you can see this device has no IP. So let us assign IP 192.168.10. I'm using 200. The subnet mask would remain same. Default gateway is the server IP. So 192.168.10.1. The default gateway is the router's IP. And the DNS server is the same computer which will be working as a DNS. So let's fill the DNS IP here. Now, there are two things. Either we should have a DHCP to assign DHCP IPs. Once the DHCP server is assigning IPs to this computer, the DNS IP address would automatically be shared by the DHCP server itself. Or we should have to assign static IP as a part of this configuration. So I'm quickly going to connect one more server. You can also refer how to configure DHCP in the previous video. I have given a brief example how to configure DHCP on a Cisco server or in the server PC in the Cisco packet tracer. For now, I'm just going to connect DHCP server in the network, and I'll be assigning the IP address, which would be 192.168.10.100 to this PC or this server. In fact, default gateway would remain 10.1, and the DNS server we have 200 in the network. So that is done. Let's configure the DHCP service quickly. So I'll go to services, and let me quickly zoom so that we can see. So under the services, we have DHCP. Let the status to be turned on. So, okay. So let's turn on the services, which is running on fast Ethernet 0 by 0. The pool name, let it be default. What would be the default gateway? That would be 192.168.10.1. The DNS server, however, would be 10.200. What would be the starting IP? I'm going to use 10.10. The subnet mask is correct as per the configuration. I'm going to use 50 computers for now, and the rest looks fine. Let's save it. We have to again verify whether we have assigned the correct IP to the server. So the IP is correctly assigned and all other information is correctly configured. Now the testing comes up. Let's click on PC0, go to IP configuration, select DHCP. The DHCP will follow the DORA process. DHCP client has started the DORA process, and you can see the DHCP request got successful. The IP starting IP was 10.10, that is the first IP assigned. The subnet mask is correctly assigned. Default gateway is also correctly assigned, and the DNS server is also being correctly assigned. Now, quickly, we'll go back to each PCs and we will assign the dynamic IP, DHCP IP, and you can see 10.10, 10.11, 10.12 is assigned to PC0, PC1, and laptop 0 respectively. Now the time has came to configure the DNS service. So we'll click on the DNS server and let turn on the DNS service. Under the services tab, go to DNS, turn on the service. We have to create the A record, which is the correspondence IP at IP version 4 address. So we'll start with the 100, and that 100 IP is assigned to the DHCP server. So here you can give the name. The name should be DSCP. The address should be 100. Add it. Let's go for PC0. So PC0, you can type in capital small, that's not a problem at all. So PC0 has IP 10.10, and PC1 has the IP 10.11, and PC, okay, it's a laptop actually, laptop 0 has an IP of 12, and what if I want the DNS server should also be reflected using the IP? So I'll type DNS, the address should be 10.200 and it. So in this network, we have one router as well. We'll say R1, and at this time, we have to type the IP address of the router. So what I'm thinking, we'll do the testing, then we will add it. I'm not saving right now. We'll see whether the DNS is able to resolve the names for PC0, PC1, and F0. Then we will also test for router 0 without adding this record, because I want to see if I don't add the record whether I'm able to ping using the name or not. So let's quickly jump back to PC0, go to command prompt. This is the testing process. Here we'll be typing ping and type the name of the PC. So I'm trying to ping to DHCP. Generally, if there is no DNS server configured, typing ping with a name will return an error. But this time it is not returning an error, it is pinging. And you can see the corresponding IP has been translated the name has been translated to the IP address. So DHCP has been assigned IP 10.100. Similarly, let's do it for DNS. And you can see the DNS has the IP address 192.168.10.200. What about laptop 0? Laptop 0. That laptop 0 also having an IP 10.12. Let's quickly test the R1, which is the router. Pinging is going to return an error, and the error says ping request could not found host R1. Please check the name and try again. It means the name is not getting resolved. So for that, what we have to do, we have to add the record. That is why I have did not set or added this one in the list. Once I click on add, the record is now added into the DNS database. And now at this point of time, if I ping using the name R1, you can see the ping is getting successful. So this is how we have configured whether the names are getting translated back to IP address. So as a recap, we can say that R1 in our network has corresponding IP 10.1, PC0 has IP 10.10, the PC1 has IP 10.11, laptop 0 has an IP of 12, and DNS on the other hand having IP 10.200, DHCP having IP 10.100. So you can see the names are getting translated. PC R1, when I'm pinging from anywhere, from any of the system, when I will ping R1, it will automatically translate the name back to the IP address and contact. So 192.168.10.1, and it will still ping. Instead of this, if I say R1, that still is going to ping the same IP. So name to IP resolution or translation is happening. That testifies our DNS server is working properly and configured correctly. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one.